I'm just going to capture my thoughts real quick, just to give my thoughts on Undertaker retiring. What do you say to that? I mean, the man that has given the WWE and its fans and the locker room everything, and I mean everything, since November 1990 when he was part of Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Dream Team, defeating the Hart Foundation, to legendary feuds with Mick Foley, Triple H, Kane, Stone Cold Steve Austin, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar when Vince McMahon made the decision to end the streak, one of the dumbest decisions ever, I might add. But I've noticed this in particular. Ever since WrestleMania 26, Taker just wasn't the same. There was something in that match, which was Shawn Michaels' retirement match at Mania 26 with the stipulation, if Shawn wins, he would end the streak. But if Taker wins, he gets Michaels' career. I can't put my finger on it, but there is something in that match that happened, and Undertaker has not been hadn't been the same since. Every WrestleMania leading up to that, even with the classic first meeting at WrestleMania between the two, although they faced each other times before, it was the first time they had ever met each other at WrestleMania. And I might add, was one of the greatest matches that has ever been seen. You know, two legendary cowboys of their respective styles, but they put everything in the ring. 26, it wasn't as good as 25, but still fitting for the match to go on last, and of course, as we would find out, was Shawn's retirement match. The main difference I see between HBK's last match and what we can only presume is being accepted as Taker's last match is Shawn Michaels went out on top. He was on top of his game. He was in the best form possible, but since 2010, and I noticed this with 27, 29 was a better performance by The Undertaker. 28, yeah, he was a little bit better with the Hell in a Cell, which was in Hell in a Cell in name only. I don't think they ever actually used the cell as a weapon too much. But 27 to 30, 31, mind you, 32 wasn't a bad match with Shane O'Mac. But there was, like I say, there's something off about Taker. Maybe it was all the injuries catching up with him. Maybe he was just losing a step because of the fact that he was getting closer to 50. I don't know. I respect the man for lasting as long as he did. Because he is just a breed of wrestler they don't make anymore. I'm actually going to read, for posterity, something I put on my official Facebook page, which I will leave a link in the description if I can. It's just something, and it's actually posting because someone has done a music video, which is taking Wiz Khalifa's and Charlie Puth's "See You Again," and I'm going to read what I've said. In some respects, I don't think you could pick a better song. Granted, this song was chosen for the late and amazing Paul Walker, but the context and positive message of it goes well with Taker. Taker is a breed of wrestler they just don't make anymore. From an era where the likes of Savage, Steamboat, Piper, and Hogan were established names, he made his mark during that era and has been a mainstay since, constantly evolving and making himself relevant for today's audience. From legendary rivalries with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, and even Mr. McMahon himself. Undertaker has been in iconic matches, from the first Hell in a Cell match with Shawn Michaels, casket matches, buried alive matches, and to the one-time biker chain match with Brock Lesnar. Taker has pretty much done it all as a competitor, winning 7 world championships and being the first superstar to win the Royal Rumble from the number 30 spot back in 2007, when him and Shawn Michaels were the last 2. Undertaker, we will miss you. Thank you for all the great matches. Thank you for all the wonderful memories. Whether it being the first meeting between Undertaker and Kane, or to Taker being out on Raw the night after SummerSlam 2002 and saying to Brock Lesnar, as the number 1 contender, I want to know firsthand if you're the next big thing or the next big bitch. Or to humorous moments in April 2002 on Raw, when the brand split originally got off to a start, and Taker, being with his finger on the pulse, found a way to silence the what chants and just simply went to the crowd, chant what if you like to sleep with your own sister, and the crowd just went, oh! That is a man who, he knows how to get a reaction or to make people go, ooh, oh. Anybody that's been a wrestling fan in the last 10, 20, or even 30 years, at some stage or another, has seen an Undertaker match. They may have seen Undertaker versus Diesel, aka Kevin Nash, aka Quadman. They may have seen Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. It's happened enough times. They may have seen Undertaker versus Bret the Hitman Hart, which happened at SummerSlam 97 with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee, which some people actually think that was where the Attitude Era was born. Make of that what you will. And to matches where Undertaker's been in awesome matches with Austin, Edge, CM Punk. Don't know if he's ever faced Dolph Ziggler. Not sure. And to recently inducted WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. You never thought that Undertaker would actually retire, but seeing him symbolically take off the gloves, the jacket, and the hat, and leave them in the middle of the ring, and then making the long walk up to the ramp and hold his right arm out, seemingly one last time for the fans. It's like, did we just witness the end? Did he finally call it quits? I mean, I don't know. I've been watching wrestling as a fan since '99, and I've always had massive respect for The Undertaker, whether he was babyface or heel. Taker was just that guy. Even when he was being old booger red, as JR called him back in 2002 when Taker went heel for a time and had a feud with Ric Flair at Mania 18, which made him the only superstar to go 10-0 at WrestleMania. You couldn't, you could not respect the guy. Because face or heel, he gave everything. And I think that's one of the things I'm always going to remember Taker for is respect. Because he earned it, he commanded it, he deserves it. So, Undertaker, I don't know if you'll ever hear this, because I know you're a busy man, outside of the ring as well. So I simply say thank you for making my childhood and my young adult years so memorable and entertaining with your matches, your character, your presence, your charisma. Again, you're a breed they don't make anymore. And I think it's going to be... I'm going to say something similar to what I said about my tribute to the late George Michael. George is a caliber of talent that we probably won't see again for decades to come. And I think that's very true about you as well as a performer. The things that you could do and did at 6'10", athletes half your size struggle to do. So, sir, I tip my hat to you and just simply say, as most people have said with the hashtag on social media, hashtag thank you, Taker. Thank you for everything, sir. And I hope next year we see you where you rightfully belong as well, the Hall of Fame. Because as far as I'm concerned, there should be a Hall of Fame just for you. Like because Triple H once said, the 2008 Hall of Fame, Ric Flair should have one, a whole wing just for him. I think there should be a Hall of Fame just for you, with your personas, your matches, and your championship victories, because, sir, you deserve it. Thank you for everything, Undertaker, and thank you for the memories. Respect.